So what's cracking with Arsenal, bro? Jorginho in today. Talk to me.
Shambles, if I'm honest. I've got some receipts. I want to read some receipts out, Terry. Got some receipts. So, our sporting director, technical director, whatever he calls himself, where are we? Let me just go back through these real quick. There we go. When a player is 26 years plus, big salary, and not performing, he's killing you. You don't have a valuation to sell the player. The player is comfortable. Arsenal, London, beautiful. Everything is fantastic. That is Edu Gaspar talking about why we wouldn't be signing players that are towards the end of their career. We've now just done that. Let's fast forward. David Ornstein. Arsenal have accepted that Brighton's position on Caicedo is not a bluff. The player is not for sale. They're obviously looking at Jorginho. Right, then let's go back to, where's the other one I see? There it is. Stan Kroenke has given the go-ahead for Arsenal to make a third bid. I'm loving all this PR, mate. It's great, isn't it? There is an acknowledgement at Arsenal that as much as they want Moises Caicedo, they don't want to disrespect Brighton and have started analysing alternatives, with Jorginho emerging as their preferred option. This was all breaking last night. Now, it's now come out today after everyone had a meltdown. I posted on my Instagram last night, say exactly what I said. Posted on my Insta last night, maybe 17 hours ago, something like that, saying, where are we? Bear with me 1 second. Right, so we won't pay over the odds for Felix. We won't pay over the odds for Mudryk or Caicedo, but we will for Jorginho. Fans will lap this up after the initial meltdown. All the accountants will spin this into a positive when it happens. Now imagine Chelsea use that money to go and put it on top of the Caicedo bid. Right? Now, that obviously hasn't happened yet, but there is still, what, 4 hours of the window left? 5 hours of the window? What time is it? 5 o'clock. So there is still 7 hours of the window left, right?
Yes.
7 hours, right? So last night, Terry, that was about 15 hours ago I put that out. Everyone was having a meltdown about this signing, yeah? Initial meltdown. Then today, we wake up and we hear from David Ornstein again. Mikel Arteta is thought to have been the driving force behind the interest in Jorginho. All of a sudden, doesn't matter anymore. David Ornstein's tweeted it. Mikel Arteta wants him. Let's all back him and be happy. Mate, it's a shambles. This window, Terry, was going all right. Yeah, I still wasn't happy. I didn't want Mudryk. And I see a couple of people in your chat saying, oh, you now rate Mudryk because he's gone to Chelsea, when I was saying they've signed some good players. I never once mentioned Mudryk, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I didn't want him. We wanted that guy Mudryk in July at 45 million, but we never put a bid in at 45. We thought that was a little bit too much in the summer. We then spent, from when the initial inquiry with Mudryk went in July, all the way through to the second week of January, messing around, lowballing, putting stupid bids in, and then Chelsea come in and pay the money. We then hear, again from David Ornstein, by the way, that Chelsea's offer of 5 million euros more was on considerably higher wages, right? Well, it turns out he's on 13 grand a week more than Arsenal offered him, because that then came out a couple of days later once it had all been brushed under the carpet again, right? Mm-hmm. So then we go and sign Trossard. Great signing. That's who I wanted. I'm happy with that. Cool. We then go and sign Kivior. Cool. Don't know much about him, but it is what it is. It's another body in there that's better than Rob Holding. So now we then turn our attention to Caicedo. We've known from the very outset they want around 80 million quid for him. It's been reported everywhere, Terry, right? Literally everywhere. So we go, we give you 60. Then we go back, we give you 65 plus 5. Now, out of respect to Brighton, we don't want to bid again. What is this, a playground or an elite level sports company, like a football club? Because I'm sorry, I couldn't care less whether we upset Brighton. We want your player. He wants to leave. And these two players that I've mentioned, Mudryk and Caicedo, have both been on their Instagrams saying they want to come to Arsenal. Yeah. So we have now had our sporting director gallivanting all around Europe to miss out on our two main targets. What is he doing? And then everyone's had a meltdown about it. But then Ornstein comes out, well, Mikel Arteta was the driving force. I couldn't care less. Yeah, no way in a million years are you telling me that Mikel Arteta said, that's the man I want. And if he did, it would have been done at the start of the window. We wanted Caicedo, and we decided, actually, what we'll do is we'll get him to put out a comment via his agency on his Instagram, and we're forced to deal so we can lowball him. Pay the money. We're the only club I have ever seen that do this every single window. I remember when David Dean was here, and Arsene Wenger used to have a valuation of a player. And the amount of times David Dean come out and said, yeah, I just ignored his valuation and signed him anyway. Yeah, now we're still doing that 20, 30 years later. We're still, our valuation is X. Theirs is Y. We're not going above X. I'm sorry, mate. Caicedo is an instant upgrade. He is an adequate replacement to not only Granit Xhaka, but also Thomas Partey if either one of them get injured. And Thomas Partey has a track record of getting injured every season multiple times. So now what we've done is we've gone for the cheap and cheerful deal, and our fans are spinning it now. Oh, but we can go and get Declan Rice or Caicedo in the summer. I genuinely couldn't care less about the summer. We have 19 games left of this season. Who cares about next season? Worry about that in the summer. Now, right now, we are top of the table. The manager has overachieved with the bench that he's had, and Edu has failed him. And people are saying, oh, it's the Cronkies. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Edu, Richard Garlick, Tim Lewis, and Vinay Venkatesham, they all know how much money we can spend in this window. They all know that. They all know what we can go to. So either we haven't got enough money to buy Caicedo if he's more than 70, or we weren't prepared to do it. And I'd go with the latter. We're not prepared to do it. And people are going to spin this into, oh, yeah, but he's a Champions League winner. He's a Ballon d'Or third place finisher. He's won everything. It's cheap. And no. These are the same little accountants that came out telling me and everyone else that Felix was too much money at 15 million all in for 6 months. Well, let's put it this way. We've just given Chelsea 10 million quid for a guy with 21 weeks left on his contract. That equates to 476 grand a week for every week of the contract. And that's smart business. Now we're going to pay him around 100 grand a week for 18 months. That's now another 9 million quid. So we've just done 19 million quid on Jorginho. What is going on here? I'm sorry, how anyone's happy with that? I'm sorry, that ain't good enough. And then it's, oh, but he's going to be a backup anyway. And no, he might not play many games. And you know, if Arteta's happy with him, then I'm happy. What is this is why this club is like this, Terry. Because if Arteta and the staff and everyone's happy, initially I wasn't happy, but now I am. Because I'll just lap it up because the traction online is lapping it up and I don't want to get abuse. How about say what you think? Yeah, that is not a signing that anyone wanted yesterday, but now it's cool. And that is why the club continued to take the mick.
Well,
I think the table with the best opportunity, Terry, to win a title that we've had for a long time. Some of these people that are sitting in the chat that want to chat crap to me have probably never ever seen Arsenal win a title. I know what that feeling's like. I've seen it 5 times. This might be the last opportunity we get in a long while to win a title as well. Don't you want to have a nice summer knowing that you can walk around telling everyone, yo, we're champions, mate. Champions. Yeah, what? Talk to us. Singing it all season, next season. Champions of England. Instead, it's, don't matter. We got bigger fish to fry. We'll get Declan Rice in the summer. Now let's go back over Edu's high-value deals. Rafinha, didn't get him. Vlahovic, didn't get him. Mudryk, didn't get him. Caicedo, didn't get him. Why does anyone think that Edu can close a door, let alone close a high-value deal? And then people will spin it again and say, yeah, but look at the signings he has brought in. You know, it's not all bad. Okay, well, he brought in David Luiz. He brought in Willian. He brought in Lokonga, who's going on loan. He brought in Marquinhos, who, by the way, was a free signing, but to keep good relations with that club as well, we paid him 3 million. He brought in Cedric when he brought in Pablo Mari. Cedric was injured when we signed him on loan, and then we gave him a 4-year deal on 90 grand a week when he was still injured. Yeah, Cedric, yeah, Mari, Runnison. It ain't good enough, mate. It ain't good enough. We're in a prime position to go and win a title. We should have been doing everything that's required. But again, because of his cock up with the Mudryk deal, the whole world knew we had 100 million euros to spend.